So now, after we've done numerical expressions and we've solved algebraic expressions, we're actually going to write our own algebraic expressions with words that are given to us. So we need to think about words that stand for certain operations, like added to, more than, increase, and so on. Greater than. Subtract, you could say less than, take away. Any of those would mean subtraction. Multiply, you're really just looking at times. And divided by, you could say split. You might even see divided as something that will show up on the assignment. So taking a look at the next, when writing subtraction algebraic expressions, the variable must come first. So say p equals 14. Well, if I did 14 subtract 9, that equals 5. And if I did 9 subtract 14, that's -5. So we have to make sure that when we write a subtraction expression, the variable is coming first. And you should do that for addition as well. Letters next to numbers means multiply. So like in my example here, I have 4y. That's really saying 4 times y. Multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2. That can be super helpful in a lot of different ways, writing expressions and just in your real world situations. And then multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. And so you could, on some of these expressions, you could put a variable divided by 3 or divided by 2, or you could put 1/2 times the variable. Either one of those would work for any given situation. So, so writing algebraic expressions, the first thing we're going to do is take the phrase and identify important words. So more than is the most important thing that I'm looking at. And that's going to obviously tell me that this is an addition problem. What are we talking about here? Okay, dollars. So we need to define a variable. Well, in this situation, I'm going to put D equals dollars. All right. Then we need to write the algebraic expression. So $8 more than Ryan earned, which would be dollars plus 8. And some of your situations, you may write an expression and then they may ask you to solve it. In this situation, we just have to write the expression. There's no solving necessary. So my answer would be D equals dollars and D plus 8. Looking at a few more, $10 less than the original price. So I would use P equals price, and then $10 less than. So I would do P subtract 10. 4 times the number of gallons. Looks like G equals gallons. And then 4 times, so we're going to do 4G, final answer. Next, we have the cost of a shirt and an $8 pair of socks. The total cost. And total. So I would do C equals cost. And then I'm going to do the cost of a shirt and an $8 pair of socks. So I would do C plus 8. And that will be how I write my expression. I define my variable, write the expression, and then you would solve if necessary. So two-step algebraic expressions. So 5 less than 3 times the number of points. Well, we could say P equals points, and we're doing 3 times the number of points, 5 less than 3 times. So 3P subtract 5. So this is 5 less than 3 times the number of points. So you notice really what you end up doing is flipping the front and the back of the expression around and writing it that way. 3 more than 4 times the cost of the pretzel. So I could say C equals cost of pretzel. And then 4 times the cost, 3 more than 4 times. So I would do 4C plus 3. And that's really the way you want to be writing your expression. Now, is 3 plus 4C going to give you the same answer? Yeah, it will. Addition is one of those friendlier algebraic expressions, but we want to really make sure that we use the first way that we wrote down. Now, 2 less than 1/3 of the points that the Panthers scored. So P equals points. And so 2 less than 1/3 of the points. So we can use this fraction, 1/3 P minus 2. And that would be my final expression. All right. Taking a look at one. Oh, that was it right there. So use this to solve your problems today on your assignment. And on your assignment, you do have some that you're going to then be required to solve.